Hi and welcome once again to the Malat cookery channel. Now we can't have a cookery channel that is dedicated to showing you guys how to replicate your favourite high street fast food in the comfort of your own home without actually showing you how to make the staple diet of the fast food industry in the UK, which of course is French fries. So in this episode I'm going to show you how to make the perfect French fries, and you'll be amazed at just how easy they are to make. Now the spice that we're going to be using today from the Malat spice range is of course French fry seasoning. And as usual, a full list of ingredients will be given at the end of the video. So let's start by having a look at those ingredients and the equipment that we're going to need for today. What we're going to need then to make the perfect French fries is some Maris Piper potatoes which have been peeled, some of the Malat French fry seasoning. If you can't get a hold of this, then any seasoning will do, even just salt, and that will go on to the French fries after they've come out of the oil. We need some oil for frying. This is sunflower oil, but you can use any vegetable oil. We've got a Pyrex dish with some clean cold water in there. You're going to need a decent V-slicer with a French fry blade attachment, and then a baking tray with a rack or a grate in there, and also a clean tea towel. So the first thing that we need to do before we start chipping the potatoes is we need to put the oven on, and put the oven on at about 70 degrees centigrade. That will give the oven time to warm through before we actually reach that stage. The oven being warm is a crucial stage in producing the perfect French fries, and this is the perfect time to actually put the oven on. So once you've put the oven on, the next thing to do is obviously chip the potatoes. So we take the guard. Never use one of these slices without the guard, you'll regret it. And then place the potato lengthwise so we get nice long chips, and then just be very careful and just start to chip the potato so we end up with obviously very even pieces, and then we just carry on until we've done both potatoes. So that's the potatoes chipped. The next thing we need to do is just to wash them, just to get some of the starch out, or most of the starch out. Now I have done a video on kettle chips. Have a look at that, because that goes into more detail as to why we need to prep the potatoes the way we do. I won't go into that here. I've already done that in another video. So have a look at that video, and it'll just explain why we need to get rid of the starch. And then the next stage will be to actually dry the potatoes out, and it also explains in some detail why you have to do that. So I've just rinsed these through. What I'm going to do now is just change the water and then rinse them again, and then we'll move on to the next step. So I've changed the water once. As you can see, the water is now nice and clear. We're going to leave these French fries to stand for about 5 minutes. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to put the kettle on, a full jug of boiling water from the kettle. I'm going to drain the cold water off these chips. I'm going to pour the boiling water over the top, and then we're going to put these in the microwave for 6 minutes. So these uncooked fries have been sat in the cold clean water just while the kettle boiled. Now I've drained them, and the next thing to do is to pour the boiling water over the potato. Now I'm going to place the Pyrex dish into the microwave on full power for 6 minutes. So they have been in the microwave on full power for 6 minutes. The next thing we want to do is I'm going to drain them. I'm going to run them under cold water to cool them down, stop them cooking any further, and then I'll show you the next stage. So these have now been drained. I've run them under cold water to cool them down, stop them cooking any further. The next thing we want to do is we place our clean tea towel over the rack, And then I'm going to place the chips onto here. Okay, spread them out nice and even. And then I'm going to turn the oven out. So the oven's been on 70 degrees for probably about the last 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to turn the oven out, and then I'm going to place these into the warm oven for 20 minutes, and that is going to dry this potato out thoroughly so that we can prepare them for actual frying. So the fries are now fully dried. They've been in a warmed oven for about 20 minutes. There's only one more thing to do now, and that's to fry these off in the hot oil, which is what we'll be doing next. We've got the fryer up to 180 degrees. So we just put the chips in. Should take about 5 minutes. Next thing to do with these is just to shake off as much oil as possible. Place them onto a bowl with some absorbent kitchen paper, and then the last thing to do is just to season them. Nicely seasoned, excellent fries. Just want to show you, I've done a close-up just to show you the actual structure of the chip itself. So these have been out of the fryer now for about 3 or 4 minutes, and if we didn't go through that drying process, these would now be quite soggy and limp. But as you can see, they still retain the structure. You've got not a hard outer shell, but you've got like a crisp, softish outer shell. And then as we snap the chip, you look on the inside and you've got that fluffy white potato on the inside. They are absolutely perfect. And again, if you follow all of the processes in this recipe video, yours will be exactly the same. Today we've made the ultimate French fries, that crisp outer shell with that soft fluffy potato inside. I can guarantee if you make these for your friends or your family, they won't believe that you've actually made them at home. There are a lot more videos coming up around this kind of theme, so please subscribe to the channel, and if you've enjoyed the video, as usual, hit the like button. So thanks for watching.